Like I said, we're going to walking Gatame, and a very, very powerful one, and one of my favorite series. Check it out. Let's say if I can't get my underhook control, or it's really tight with this clinch, we're using that energy to either set up a Russian, very traditional, boom. I set up a Russian with a shrug, but it also gives us an opportunity to set up, like if I think we 13 this. Also gives me the opportunity to set up wrist locks, so we did on Monday. Like I can get onto a wrist and start twisting old school, but it's actually very powerful. You actually see it in a few competitions too. But let's kind of combine those. We'll start off with a very cool one called walking Gatame. It's like an armpit lock. So I'm gonna do the same thing as a Russian. I'm gonna shrug, but instead of trying to like catch at the wrist and then like come down to the hand, I shrug, catch at the wrist, and then roll my shoulder and elbow down, and I'm gonna take a walk forward with my left leg. And I get in this tight position. I can slide right down the ground and just snap his arm. It's very, very tight. It leads to a lot of other counter shit too. So it's a pretty cool spot. So again, it's when we can't get in and we're shrug, like gonna go for Russian, all right? But instead of going for Russian, we're gonna come over the top and I'm gonna roll this hand, catch it, and then see like I'm trying to pull my shoulder and elbow over it. As I do that, I step forward, and the elbow is right outside, peeking on my ribs. Boom. All right, and it gets a little, I can feel like, I don't want to like pull him into me right now. The finish would be sliding out or like a pop, right? Or it's to make him go somewhere and then I redirect him somewhere else. Does that make sense? So it's a very, 2-on-1 control is a very, very powerful control. For no gi, self-defense, MMA, doesn't matter. And then at this point, there's just this tip of the elbow. At that point, I need to apply pressure, okay? I can't apply pressure with the hand or an arm, and there's other techniques we do this like ikajo, but I can apply a lot of pressure if I use my whole body. And that's kind of the premise of this technique, is that I'm trying to fit my armpit or like right on top of his elbow, okay? So it's like just peeking out outside my chest, right? That's the sweet spot. So my energy is here. If I latch onto this, I think about pulling and extending, and that's what starts making it happen. As I get good, I can let go of an arm, okay? I can now just raise and spread my body out, and now I use my chest as the breaking point. And the same thing can happen. They can go back and forth, okay? So when you're setting this up, think about you're trying to almost target. My armpit is gonna come roll over the elbow, and I'm gonna pull, like help expose it by pulling his thumb down. When I get on top of it, I just let it sink into it.